One of the more familiar sites in Oxford for the last 200 years or so has been this, the Radcliffe Infirmary, but it's an infirmary no more. The hospital is moved up the hill to the John Radcliffe, and in its place has come a new part of the ever-expanding university. Tucked round the corner is an important building, the Andrew Wiles building for the Oxford Mathematics Institute, a building as important for what it represents as for what it actually is. So this is not so much one building as four. Downstairs is the teaching accommodation, a place for undergraduates to be educated, with lecture rooms, seminar spaces, and so on and so forth. Either side are the two great research wings, with offices for the mathematicians to be shut away from each other and from the world, where they can go away and do their sums. And then here, in the common room, is a place for them to encounter one another. This is meant to be a space where mathematicians encounter each other and ideas spark off. It's a place that's meant to crackle with synergy. But it's also the best place in Oxford for a view of the Radcliffe Observatory, an earlier version of a research institute, and one that's less efficient, but perhaps more attractive in the end. Here we are then, at the heart of the new maths building. What you see is a sort of factory for the production of research. Everything here is conducive to mathematical thought, from the wood on the stairs designed to keep the noise down to the design of each and every one of these offices. And indeed, this is a sort of temple as well as a factory, with the references to M.C. Escher and mathematical forms found in the design all around. But this isn't just an important building for mathematicians, because what it represents is something hugely important for the university as a whole. Up till now, this whole series has been focused on the colleges rather than the university. And that's for the very good reason that for the last 500 or 600 years, it's been the colleges that made up the university. They were the important ones, they were the wealthy ones, they were the ones commissioning large-scale architectural projects. All that began to change about a century ago with two huge iconic buildings. On the one hand, there's the University Museum, a place where people were going to do fundamental research outside the colleges. Only a decade or more later came the new examination schools on the High Street, a place where vastly extended numbers of undergraduates were going to come for lectures and examination. Those two trends, an expanding undergraduate population and an increasing emphasis on the importance of research, were to change Oxford forever in the 20th century. Both those trends find a sort of fulfillment in this building. It represents a new way of being the University of Oxford, and it represents a new importance for the university as opposed to the colleges as an architectural patron.